Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Team Sleepyhead. I am Sarina. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday. I hope you all are having a great Sunday. And you've read by the title today that beside the title also you can see a hashtag Sunday Talk. I'm starting a new segment on my channel which is Sunday Talk. Hashtag Sunday Talk. I am doing this because then every Sunday we can talk about different topics on this channel, serious topics, fun topics, good topics. Other days we can do vlogs, challenges, whatever. But I'm making sure that every Sunday we have this sit down and talk. So you've read by the title. Today's Sunday Talk topic is how to stop self-doubt. Let's get into the video. Okay, I want to tell you a bit about this Sunday Talk thing. Sunday Talk is basically something that I'm going to do every Sunday. I don't, people have suggested me do vlogs, do challenges, do this, do that. But one thing that people have stopped thinking about is to sit and just talk all the time. Just let me fix this a bit. All the time sitting doing something fun on the channel it's okay. I'm going to do from Monday to Friday fun things on my channel, Monday to Saturday, but Sunday I want to just take a day to sit and talk on certain sensitive topics that people overlook. So every Sunday I'm making it a routine that every Sunday we are going to sit and talk on certain topics. Today's topic, you read by the title, is how to stop or how to just move away from self-doubt. We in this world today, this is a very popular feeling, self-doubting. This is a very popular feeling. It is in fact every second we are doing this, self-doubting ourselves. I think if you stop self-doubting yourself, you're going to stop doubting the people around you, because doubting moves away from the relationship. Just doubting a person or doubting yourself, if you doubt yourself, you stop loving yourself. In the same way, if you doubt a person around you that you love, I think that relationship will not continue for a long. Whether that relationship may be a family relationship, it may be your uncle, your auntie, your brothers, your sisters, your friends around you, that if you stop doubting yourself, you're going to stop doubting others. Now, I've come across this term a lot that, if you doubt that person, this relationship won't continue for a long time. Because doubting virtually means you're not trusting someone, or else you won't doubt. So trust yourself, stop doubting yourself, you will stop it with others around you. It actually does separate. Now, it's not from my personal experience. I'm just telling you overall, because this video is about how to stop doubting yourself. If you love yourself, you will not doubt yourself. Now, how we start doubting ourselves is that, am I impressing people around me, or am I looking a certain way that people are not liking it, or what? I would just tell you, be yourself, and that is important. Do not change yourself for the world, because if you start changing yourself, now there are certain things, obviously, I've also learned growing up that, Sarina, open your mouth where it's needed. Do not open your mouth else. So the same thing, growing up, we've all learned, our parents and our family tell us that when you go to someone's house, do not blurt out some things that are unnecessary. Do not blurt out some words that are unnecessary. Talk where it's needed. Talk when you're spoken to. These little things we learn from our childhood, because when we are small, we tend to break those rules and go and tell everyone how you feel at that moment. Growing up, you learn. You definitely learn a lot growing up. So, today, for instance, we were going to church this morning, and uh, on the way, we were talking about me and my mother. We were talking about canvas and shoes and sneakers and everything. So there was one man. It was so cold. It was foggy in the morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. It was foggy and cold and we were all shivering and everything. Now also it's cold. That's why I'm wearing like 2 sweaters. We were going to church and there was this man. Like I'm all covered. Like I'm wearing one sweater inside and a t-shirt inside this sweater, and then on top I'm wearing a wind cheater. And then jeans and then sneakers and all of that. There was a man who was coming. He was wearing shorts like a beggar. He was wearing shorts and just a sheet, those covering sheet that you find, so just with that, and just a slipper. But me, I'm wearing sweater, jeans, then shoes, socks, everything. So I told her, I was telling my mom that, I feel so bad for these people going and like this, they don't have clothes, they're just going. My mom said, Saina, someone once told me that there was this girl who was complaining about not having good shoes for her feet. There was one girl who was complaining not having good shoes, and then there was a person who like, she went up on the train and the door was closing and she turned and she saw a person didn't have feet, and the girl was complaining about not having shoes for her feet, but there was a person who was not having feet at all. So that struck me that, we complain all the time we are complaining that, we are not looking a certain way, my hair is not good, or my nails are not looking good this certain day, or I'm not wearing good clothes, and people come up and comment to me openly that, this clothes you're wearing repeatedly every week, once at least you're wearing the same clothes. People are commenting. But those same people, when they look at people who really don't have a certain clothes, they're like, oh, so sad, So when people around you are making you feel doubtful about yourself, at that time your instinct should hit you that, no, I am happy how I am, Just a person has come and told you on your face that, you're not looking good. If you start overthinking and start thinking and sitting with that thought that I'm really not looking good, oh my god, I put on too much weight, I'm looking horrible, that is creating a doubt inside you that how to do it. I am so used to, when I was younger, I'm honestly, I am from a very, very privileged family. I'm really lucky, where good food is there, lot of food. We like eating lot of food. So in my initial stages of growing, I was like all plump. Now also I'm plumped. It's not like I'm not fully thin and everything. I'm still having double chin and everything. That time I was plumped, like very fat. So people in school used to tease me, I used to fall down because obviously we are fat, and it's not like obvious people fat will fall. But I was fat and I used to not have balance in my feet. Honestly, I used to not have, and I used to fall down, and people used to laugh at me. My own friends have laughed at me. Like, friends are there to laugh, but they used to laugh in a very insulting, embarrassing manner. They used to laugh at me. At that time, I used to be like, why am I not thin? Why am I so fat? And I used to start doubting it. I used to come home and cry. It used to be like a bully session for me. My own friends used to be like, saying I lose some weight. People are laughing at you. They used to laugh at me and used to say, people are laughing at you. You should change your physique. You look abnormal. You have hair on your face. You have this, that. And I used to be like constantly, getting low. Why am I not looking good? Why am I not? And I always had hair here, always. Growing big now, of course, it's shedding off, and I'm losing weight also. I'm exercising and stuff. So, and at that time, hormones also run around your body. So that's the reason I had a lot of hormonal imbalance, guys. So I still have a lot of hair on my body. It's not like I'm proudly now so proudly I carry my hair on my body. Now proud I am. I'm like, let it be. I have lots of hair on my legs. My friends only used to say, I used to wear shorts. Till now I love wearing shorts. So people used to say, you have a lot of hair on your legs, just cover it up, wear jeans. Some people used to not say anything and they used to be like, cover your legs, They used to not tell me directly that, hair is looking bad, cover it up. Never. They used to be like, cover your thing up. So I used to be like, fine, cover your legs up. So I used to be like, okay. But now I've come in terms with reality that why should I live according to people's terms? Why should, of course I know my health is very important to me. My life is mine. I more than anything else, I'm living inside this body that is unhealthy. So that's when I came in terms that I don't care what people are caring, but I should care what I am today. So when I was 15, 16, I was like, no, Sarina, enough of it. I'm not caring what people are saying, but I have to lose my weight for myself because I was feeling unhealthy. I used to climb like 10 stairs and I used to pant like no one's business. But now I climb like 40 stairs, I run, I just fly from the stairs and I still feel good. I pant, obviously. Who won't pant? We're all humans. But I feel energetic. I don't feel lethargic, fatigued. I feel good now. I still have to lose a lot of weight. It's not like I'm totally thin and I'm like, But no, again, that used to bring me to self-doubting that what's happening. Now I'm happier in my space, and now also I have hair in my body. I still wear shorts with hairy legs. I go out. I don't care. But definitely when you grow up, you want to look a little pretty and you want to look not for anyone. I don't want to look pretty for anyone anymore. There was a time when I used to be like, what people are thinking, oh my god, what's happening? But now I'm like, fine, I wear short skirts, go to anywhere I want to. If people are not liking, well and good, it's your problem, bro, not mine. So that's pretty much what self-doubting has brought me to. It's made me stronger. It should make you stronger. You should feel happy in your own skin. Just no one is asking you to lose weight, but people are asking you to be fit, most importantly. For example, Serena Williams, I'm not insulting her, she's not thin. She's not thin, but she's definitely very fit because she plays tennis. She has a child now, so that's the reason why she has that baby weight in her. But definitely she's very healthy. So I was unhealthy fat. Like I used to only junk, chicken sandwich, chicken burger, chicken pizza. Now also sometimes I eat, but rare, very rare. So that is what you should do. You should stop self-doubting, be happy, drink a lot of water. Oh yeah, definitely drink a lot of water for your skin to glow. So my skin is not glowing now. You will see I have a lot of pimples, but it's fine. This is life. Hormonal changes in this age happen. So just be happy, stay cool. Life is yours, body is yours. More than you live in your clothes, you live in your own body. So just be healthy, eat clean, that's it. You don't need to lose weight for anyone, but be healthy for sure. Do little physical activities that'll make you feel happy. Dance. In fact, I love dancing. You've seen me skipping in the video, like the vlog. So nowadays honestly I hate skipping. I love dancing more than skipping. So that's that. So yeah, this was my video, guys. Be happy, stay cool, stay fit, and of course during the corona time, stay healthy, stay at home. A new strain of COVID is out, so please don't be out with the COVID. Be in, let the COVID be out. So I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I will come up with a very new video very soon. Next video, there is a surprise. Okay, I won't tell. So like, share and subscribe to Team Sleepy Hair, and I will see you in the next video. I hope you like this video. Every Sunday we're going to do these kind of things. Until we meet. Doodles.